Hi guys, welcome to Safari Day 7. Kind of staying the night here at Lake Masek Lodge. Ended up here after another long day. Started off early this morning. I had to get to Ngorongoro Crater. Started around 6:30. I had a 2.5 hour drive to get there. But and then the drive up the top peaks and then down the other side to get into the crater was quite interesting too. But the views at the top are absolutely spectacular. Same with getting into the crater as well. It looks like you're looking east to west right across the earth. The space is so expansive, it really gives you a sense of how insignificant you are. So it was really neat for me to see something like that, something of that size for the first time. But once getting into the crater, it was really good again for wildlife viewing. Saw some of the usual stuff, but at the same time too, we saw elephants there that were bigger than the ones we had seen already. And then, well, let's see, lots of birds initially. So again, great pictures, great colors, all that kind of stuff. I definitely can't name them all, but I do know they were birds because they had wings, and that's about the extent of my knowledge. But the most exciting highlight was seeing lions. In all told, we saw, I think, 3 females and 3 males, male tiger lions on the safari, and they were spectacular. Even the most exciting part was when the male lions were actually right close to the vehicle and walked right by us. So got some pretty good footage of that. And to see female lions kind of in their element, just relaxing and calm and paying no heed to the human beings around was kind of interesting as well. So that was definitely a big highlight. So and then another thing too, there was a little bit of wetlands there, little marshy areas. So we saw hippos, something we hadn't seen already on this tour. So again, all told, the Ngorongoro Crater is definitely a visit to make. It is one you should count on, and then also because of the nature of it, you'll see a whole bunch of different animals. I mean, a couple of stuff I'm not mentioning are the things we've seen. Lots of zebras, lots of gazelles of different types. Wildebeest. There's some buffalo there. So yeah, no shortage of animals to look at at the crater. From there, we made our way towards Lake Masek, which is where we landed. But what a treacherous drive! It was tough. There was barely a road. They've had heavy rains here for the past few months, so a lot of the roads that we were supposed to be on, which didn't look like much like roads to begin with, but were washed out. So it was a real bumpy ride, a real long ride to get here. Maybe all told, a little over 4 hours, which should have been maybe a little under 3 hour drive. But of course, once getting here, you can kind of tell in the background that we're roughing it again. You can see the tented beds, actual bed here in the background. So I'll give you a quick tour of the place as well. But I did do a serious walkthrough while the sun was up. We're only here for the one night, and we got an early start tomorrow. Well, an optional early start. We got a tour of the lake being offered at 6:15 for those that want to go, but our real day starts at 8:30, where we're headed into Serengeti. So Lake Masek was kind of a good stop in between Ngorongoro Crater and Serengeti, as opposed to doing the full drive all in one shot, where we broke it up and stopped here, which is probably the right thing to do because I'm pretty pooped. And of course, given the accommodations, it was a nice little treat as well. So we just finished dinner. Again, spectacular food, really great food. And then you could see the accommodations behind me. They kind of turned down one of the beds already, so this is a mosquito net, but in behind me is one of the beds where it doesn't get turned down. Let's see here. So again, electricity, really roughing it. And then this is the bathroom, real quick. Tub. I did use the tub. There is a shower here, and I'll show it to you. It is just happens to be, I'm not sure if you can tell from that, but it is an outdoor shower. So it was a little breezy, a little cold to take when we got here around just at sunset. So I didn't bother taking an outdoor shower, but there is plenty of hot water. Again, we're not really, it's a tent, sure, but we're not really roughing it. And then of course here's the toilet room right there. So again, Lake Masek, real posh. I did a walkthrough of the common areas as well. Those are really nice. There is a bar here as well, and the food is really good. So we've been having a great time so far, and then given the accommodations have made it real comfortable. So that's it for today. Again, an optional early start tomorrow. I'll likely do it if I'm up, or if I'm up anyway. We'll see. And then of course we're off to Serengeti tomorrow for another big day, and that'll be day 8. So we'll keep you updated. See you then.